We always talk about forgiving others when they hurt you, and the need to not let the sun go down on your anger, which is very good. It's a very liberating way of living. But do you forgive yourself? Do you forgive your own self of the things that you know that in the past you may have done that was a bit out of character? So when your mind goes back to, maybe you are discussing something and your mind goes back to a certain incident, and it is that of someone wronging you, there's a tendency for you to feel a bit of the pain that you felt at the time when the person did that. But when you have truly forgiven the person, you would realize that it doesn't hurt you anymore. You just remember it and maybe smirk, or depending on how much healing has happened, you may even just shrug your shoulders. But do you actually, when you think about the things that you yourself have done, and knowing where you are now on your journey with God and with yourself and with others, when you remember how harsh you were to someone, or when you remember how you didn't come through for a friend or a brother at the time when they needed you most, or when you remember a sin that you committed against God, and you now know better that it wasn't the right thing to do, does it make you hate yourself? Maybe hate is too strong a word, but does it make you feel so bad that you think, oh no, I cannot even stand in front of people or advise people because I too am guilty of this, or I too have done this in my past? Do you let that inhibit you down? Have you truly forgiven yourself? Let's think about that. It's very important to forgive yourself for the things that you did not know were wrong and you did, or for the things that you actually knew were wrong and stubbornly decided to just do, right? And why that is important is you are the only person that you will stay with till you are dead. The relationship you have with self is the only one that will stay forever. All things being equal, your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your siblings will all, no matter how strong it is, will come to an end at some point. Your relationship with your kids may even not go all the way to the end. Hopefully it will, but at certain points when they also move out to form their own families, they will, the length of time that they spend with you may be small. Coming to you will be a visit, and not that that's what they are doing all the time. So you are the only person that you have to spend the rest of your life with, and even into eternity. So how you treat yourself really will determine how you are treated in the world and how you perceive the world. So if you find it difficult to let go of things that you yourself have done, or maybe if you're having a conversation with someone and you remember something that you've done, you shrug, you shrink back, and it makes you feel like, oh, like as if you need to be contrite again, as if you need to shut up just because this thing affects you too. Then think about it. Have you really forgiven yourself? And are you really giving yourself the grace that you need for life? We always talk about God's grace and how when we sing Christian songs, we talk about how, oh, the grace of God is ever reaching, ever loving. But you know, that is us. We have to accept that grace, and the manner to which we forgive ourselves is how we'll be able to receive that loving kindness from God, and to be able to also give it here on earth, to bring heaven here on earth. So think about it. You extend grace to yourself, and by extension to others.